Hi, I'm David Whitt. I'm the Vice President of Application Modernization and Development at 66 Degrees. The reality is that software that was developed 25 years ago and has been evolving and pieced together with chicken wire and duct tape, is the analogy I always use, probably isn't meeting the needs of the business today. The business today is much, much different than it was 25 years ago. So as we think about how to approach this problem of application modernization, especially with very large monolith applications, we think of, we break it down into 4 or 5 steps. So let's talk about each one. The first, event storming. The activities in event storming allow us really just to gain a shared understanding of the business context. I mentioned earlier that there are many things that make software complex, all of the tech stuff, but the most complicated component of software is that essential complexity and intricacy of the business domain itself. And so event storming allows us to identify those events, identify those entities, and how those entities want to flow through the system. The second step is mapping the relationships between those entities. And what starts to emerge as we map those relationships are service candidates and the relationships between those services in bounded contexts. Once we've identified that leads us to developing notional application architecture or service architectures. And once we have those service candidates, we're able to fill a backlog, which is the next step in the process, where a user story in the backlog represents a candidate service that we would build that would deliver value for the organization. The next step, and I think the most important step in this process, is prioritizing those service candidates. And I think this is an area where many of our customers fall short. And I think it's our secret sauce. I think it's what makes us successful in helping our customers modernize applications. We want to make sure that we're delivering business value for our customers early. And the way that we do that is focus on services that meet the needs of the users of the software. We are, after all, humans building software for humans, and so we want to meet their needs. The second component is applying a lean product approach to this prioritization exercise. Not only are we meeting the needs of users, but we also have to meet the needs of the business. What's going to deliver real business value and return on investment in modernizing these various services? So I think that's the part that most organizations forget. They'll approach application modernization solely through that technical lens, and they'll forget that there's also a user and a business lens that needs to be applied in this.